gonna go eat a whole bunch of cookies. Hi, I'm Willie, and this is the Breslin, and today we're going to be making cookies. And not just any cookies, the best cookies in the world because they're quite a bit lower carb with a lot less sugar, so you can eat an entire pan of them yourself. And yeah, I may have done that multiple times. I don't know if anyone has read the book series Frog and Toad, but there is a story about how they make cookies and they do everything in their power to not eat them, including putting them in a box and then tying string around the box and then wrapping the box in paper, putting it on a high shelf. I really feel that because as soon as I try and store my cookies, I just want to eat them more. And that just proves that necessity is the mother of invention. So I have crafted a very good lower carb cookie recipe. It could be keto if you get the very expensive chocolate chips. And the inspiration for it was found on the Blue Diamond website for their almond flour chocolate chip cookies. I will list my version in the description below. I got one word for everybody: romper. It'll change your life. Here's what you're going to need. 1 stick of softened butter, 2 room temperature eggs, 2.5 cups of finely ground almond flour, 1/4 cup of brown erythritol, and 1/4 cup of another sweetener. I'm just using Swerve white erythritol, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of salt, 1 cup of dark chocolate chips, and the full keto version of these cookies requires you to find sugar-free chocolate chips. But full disclosure, I'm just using the dark chocolate ones today. 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda to give the ultimate rise. That should be everything. Well, not everything. You have to put a piece of yourself into your baking, metaphorically. Doing things on camera is so much different than doing things in real life. In our mixing bowl, we're going to add our brown sugar, white sugar, aka brown and white erythritol, and our stick of room temperature butter. Now here's where it's going to get wild. We're going to cream these together, and then you're going to look at it and you're going to say, this looks amazing, and just like regular butter and sugar cream together. But because it's erythritol, as soon as you add in your eggs, it gets all grainy and separated. I'm going to show you how to fix that, and I'm going to assure you that it's not you. It's just these alternative sweeteners. Make sure to scrape down the sides. Information is power. And now it's like, let's look in the bowl. Gosh, it looks just like butter and sugar creamed. Now we're gonna add in 1 whole egg and 1 egg white. Now that we've mixed that up, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. See how it looks broken, kind of like crappy hollandaise? I'm gonna take a large bowl, hot tap water. We're gonna set the other bowl inside it. And then we're gonna take a whisk and mix it around. And this will form a more stable emulsion. And it can take a few minutes, so be patient. And make sure you're constantly whisking. There are the results after whisking it together. You can see it's pretty thin, but it's very incorporated. And now I'm going to add in roughly half of the almond flour, the baking soda, the table salt, add the rest of our flour in. Oh my god. Don't do that. Now for the best part, we're going to add in the chocolate chips, which is roughly 1 cup. Feel free to customize, add more, add less. But I will warn you, there's a limit of how many chocolate chips this dough can support. It's really hot today, and I know that this dough should go in the refrigerator because there's so much butter in it, but I'm impatient and I want a cookie. So I'm gonna bake a few test ones now to eat, and then we're going to compare that footage to when the dough fully chills and I bake a proper dozen. This is some Jacobsen flaky salt. Now we're gonna let those bake in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes, keeping an eye on them. And since there's only 4 cookies, it might be a lot quicker. I guess I didn't really think this through. They're a little bit flat. All right, well, I think that's a wrap on our delicious, delectable chocolate chip cookies. We've all come a little bit closer to exploring the authentic world of guilt-free indulgence. I'm gonna eat so many of these. The afternoon got such an upgrade. Before I head off into the sunset and leave crumbs behind for my delicious and nutritious almond flour sugar-free cookies, let's recap a few things. Now, I'm gluten-free, which is a whole different ball of wax when it comes to taste, texture, and palatability. But for an almond flour cookie, these are really light, really airy, and very buttery. And those are 3 very good things. This summer, I'm trying to be healthier in general, and so I'm taking any opportunity to swap out refined sugar with some of these designer alternatives, like erythritol, monk fruit, and stevia. And truthfully, the results have been really good for me because they kind of just taste really good, and they're a lot less calories, and you don't get a blood sugar spike. If I close my eyes and just suspend a little bit of disbelief, they taste just like the real thing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this video is a little bit different than my normal plant videos, but yeah, it's the season of cookies, and we all need to treat ourselves. And feel free to let me know if you have any ideas, additions, or anything that could make this better, because above all else, I'm just a cookie fanatic. Indulge, imbibe, take the sweetness where you can, and I'm going to talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. Yes, I've waited 24 hours, and now I'm going to bake these cookies, and they should rise all of their glory, not the sucky ones like I made earlier when I was really hungry for the cookies. They have risen